It's that time of the year where I go through all of my race bibs and medals and see what I accomplished this year. So if you want to join me on the journey, I'm going to go through everyone, talk a little bit about each race and what I accomplished in the year of 2023. I always love doing this because for me personally, I feel like I didn't accomplish much race-wise this year. Now that I've gone through this and I'm looking, I'm like, oh wow, I did quite a bit. My first race of 2023 was this one, the F3 half marathon. Now this was one that I did with Tri Club friends. They decided to peer pressure me into doing my first half marathon, which I wanted to do, but I could not have finished it without their help guiding me along the way. And I did finish it, and being that it was my first half marathon, it was a PR. This was a very, very big deal to me. I'm actually wearing the hat right now. I just noticed that, but this was the medal. It's honestly for a half marathon, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed with this medal because it looks like just a regular kind of 5K medal. It's not big, it's not heavy, it's just kind of there. But being my first half marathon, this is extra special to me. Fun piece of trivia, my girlfriend Melanie actually came with me to support on that one, and it was probably 25 degrees out, snowing, windy, right on Lake Michigan, and she stood out in the cold for hours, not even seeing me because it's a half marathon. So she stood out there for hours cheering me on, and that was an incredibly special moment for us together. After that, I did a St. Patrick's Day 5K. This was in March. So I did take a little bit of time off, and this, I believe, was my PR. Yep, I have PR marked. So this was PR at the time of March. I believe I've beaten that since then. There's a couple people I knew at the race, but that was a really fun one, and I didn't get a medal. Are you kidding me? But that's okay. Not a big deal. Those fun little local 5Ks are a lot of fun because there's no pressure, and I seem to do really well at them. At this point, Melanie told me that she wanted to do a couple runs with me, so we signed up to do a 5K together, which was this next one in April. This was the 5K glow run. I've always wanted to do a glow run. This was really kind of cool. I do have a medal for that. This one, again, I don't expect big medals from these, little 5Ks, but they are nice to have. So me and Melanie did run this one. We had glow stuff all over us, and she did great. Pushed a little bit. I think she ended up getting a PR there. We ran the whole thing together, and it was just a really positive experience here in Naperville. One of my friends from college actually asked me to do this race with her. And it's the Indy Mini. And at first I was kind of like, I don't know, I've already done my half marathon for the year. I don't really need to do another one. I've proven that I can do a half marathon. I don't need to do another one. Then I saw the route. The route actually went through the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So you start in downtown Indianapolis, you run all the way out to the Speedway, you do a lap, which I don't know if many of you are aware, but this stadium is massive. It is 2.5 miles around. You have to run around the entire track, and then you run back to downtown for the finish line. And honestly, this medal was absolutely incredible. Like, it's got the checkered flag for the finish. It's got the wreath. Like, this is a very, very cool medal. As soon as I saw, because they posted pictures of these online, and when I saw what the medal looked like, I saw what the route was, I was like, okay, I have to do this. So I trained, I traveled to Indianapolis with a Tri Club friend, and then I ran with a college friend. We all ran together, and it was just a really, really cool experience. I absolutely love that. As far as photos and fun in the sun, that was probably one of the best races I've done. After that, started getting into cycling season. So I was like, okay, I'm done with running. I don't need to run anymore in 2023. I've done 2 half marathons. I'm good. I got a PR on my 5K, 2 half marathons. I'm good. I don't need any more. So summer's coming, cycling season. So I started doing time trials in the area. This one was in Kankakee. And I did actually, this was, I think, my first time trial. Here it is. I actually did place, this isn't a finisher medal, this was the first place in my division, which I believe was age group division. Now, I did win on a technicality, but we don't need to get into details with that. I got first place in my division for that time trial on a bike, which was absolutely amazing. That is totally a legitimate thing. After that, I started doing a couple different triathlons. Grand Rapids Triathlon, always a favorite. I did this one. Had some struggles before the race, but I did make it, and this was the medal. I did not get on the podium this year. For whatever reason, the Clydesdale divisions in triathlon were ridiculously difficult this year, and I didn't get any podiums, but did get the finisher medal, and I love this course. I love the venue. It was the swim was amazing. I thought I did well, but not a PR, not a podium or anything like that. After that, I went to, this is triathlon season. I did the Milkman Triathlon. Now this was a half Ironman distance. Now I did not do the whole thing myself. I did relay for this, but as a relay, you still get the medal for it. This is really cool. The little cow truck moves. I did do the relay. I did the swim portion of the relay. And I was with two Tri-Club friends who we all traveled up to Wisconsin together, stayed in a hotel together, and it was just a great experience. For me, I know the bike course was pretty difficult and the run course was hilly and stuff like that, but I didn't have to do that. The swim course doesn't get hills, so I personally loved it. I had a great time up there, and this was in June, so. After that was Ragbri. It's not a race, but I still did it. This was my tag. Of course, you don't get like a medal or anything for Ragbri. I think they give you a patch, which I have somewhere, but this was my baggage tag that I have up on my board. And it shows off all the cities that I went to. There's a whole video series of those if you guys ever want to see it. But yeah, over 500 miles. I think it was like 550 miles. Honestly, like it was hard this year. It was very hard. Heat index of 115 for the entire week. It was bad. I did it with my best friend, and we struggled. We very much struggled. I do plan on doing it again this year. And I hope it's not as hard, but still good memories, and I did do it. So after that, a week after that was USA Nationals. So this is Triathlon Nationals. So what happens is if you end up getting on the podium in your division for triathlon, so if you're first and second place in any division in triathlon, you earn a bid to nationals, which I didn't think I was the caliber athlete to qualify for nationals, but apparently I am, because last year I did get on the podium twice in sprint triathlon for Grand Rapids Triathlon and for Leon's Triathlon, which did qualify me to compete for sprint nationals, and it just happened to be in Milwaukee this past year. So I'm like, hey, I qualified, I need to do this. So I a week after Ragbri, I went all the way up, barely even recovered, and I did USAT Triathlon Nationals 2023. This is a really cool medal. My girlfriend went with me. She supported me, carried my bags, did the Sherpa thing, and thank heavens that she did, because I was exhausted. I gave that race my all, being surrounded by the pros and Olympians, and the whole weekend was just a circus of amazing triathletes. I did end up getting my sprint PR at Nationals, and that was August 6th. So that was a very cool race, and I have wonderful memories from that one. A beautiful venue, downtown Milwaukee. It was great. After that, I did another time trial that I did not win, but I got a better time than my first one. Sometimes it happens like that. It all depends on who shows up to race day. I don't think I have any medals for that. Then I did a relay. This was a duathlon relay. This is when I started racing with Melanie again. She wanted to kind of dip her toes into the world of multi-sport and triathlon, but she doesn't want to swim. So she wanted to do running and biking. So we did this together. She did the first run and the bike section, and she did amazing, and I did the last running section, and so we finished as a team, and it was a really cool one. The next one that I have up is the Healthy Driven Harvest 5K. That was this one right here. This is in Plainfield. This is another one that I did with my girlfriend Melanie, and she PR'd this one. And again, I love these local 5Ks. This was actually a really good medal for a local 5K. But it was right in downtown Plainfield. It was packed, lots of people, lots of support. It was absolutely amazing, and she did wonderful. We wore matching. I remember we had green tops on, so we were matching the entire time and looked like a little two-person team. A very, very positive experience. After that Plainfield 5K was the Naperville Half Marathon. This is one that I kind of signed up for on a whim. I wanted to do a fall race to see what I was really capable of in the half marathon distance. I get very, very nervous before all of these big races. The 5Ks, I'm okay with now. They don't make me nervous. It's whatever happens, happens. But when it's 13.1 miles, I don't know. I wanted to see what I was actually capable of, and the best time to run is in the fall. So I booked this fall half marathon, and there it is. The medal is very, very cool. I like that it's got this big 13.1. And I did PR. I was capable. I PR'd by like 13 minutes. I gave this one my all. And this is another one that Melanie ran with me. Now, she didn't do the half marathon, but she did do the 5K portion of it. I think it was 5K, 10K, half marathon. So we ran the first part together, and she finished the 5K, and then I had like 2 more hours of running to do. So she went out, and then she found me out on the course, and we ran sections of it together, and she was there supporting me. It was just a fantastic experience because you run right through downtown Naperville, which is a beautiful city, and there's crowds, like the biggest crowds I've ever seen, because it was kind of a looping course, and it was just great experience. And then I don't know what happened to it, but I did the pumpkin plot in Highland a couple weeks ago on Thanksgiving Day, and that was the last race that I actually ran. And I believe I PR'd there as well. I did the 10K PR there, but there's no medal, and there was a bib. It's probably still in my bag. I just haven't unpacked it yet because I haven't had any reason to use my tri bag. So that is my year in a couple minutes. Again, I was under the impression that I did not do much this year, that I had kind of taken it easy on races and not pushed myself. But now that I'm recapping it, I see that I did quite a lot, like way more than I thought. This even feels like more than last year. I don't know what 2024 is got in store for me. I just don't know yet. I have a feeling I will not do this much again, but time will tell. I love races. I love reminiscing about all of the fun experiences, and every one of these races has been special to me. There's never been a time where I'm just like, that was a horrible race, I wish I never did it. Doesn't happen. I never regret it. I get nervous before them, but after it's done, and especially at the end of the year when I get to look to see all my accomplishments, it really gives me a sense of pride knowing that I completed all these things. So anyway, hopefully we'll do this again next December of 2024, and see what I did.